So check this out, guys. So here's what I love about entrepreneurship. I don't want to say capitalism, right? But here's what I love about entrepreneurship, and that is, I know a guy in Port Elizabeth, right? So this guy, he's running like a very famous, conference facility. It's right opposite the beach. Downstairs they like have got McDonald's. They've got some convenience, right? So for people to buy food and other stuff. So, and it's right by the beach. So now I got to find out that this guy actually does not own the place after we have rented this place like several times. I got to find out that actually he leases the place from the landlord, and then he repurposed the building into conference facilities with different rooms, right? So whatever money he's making, he then takes his profit, pays the landlord. So he takes the risk that he's actually going to be able to generate money from this. Another example of this, which is recent, is the Airbnb guys. So they will come to you, rent out your property, kit it out nicely, put it in Airbnb. Maybe sometimes they give you actually like a bit more decent rent than what you would get in the open market. And then they take good care of your property because they put it on Airbnb, and then they make money that way, and then they pay your rent, right? Whatever the difference is, that's their profit, right? All good and well. Now, I also know people who don't own Uber cars, the cars that they're driving. They actually lease their cars, right? They lease the cars and then they go on Uber and then they drive Uber. This is common even in the States and so forth. So what I'm saying is that it is common for people to use other people's resources to actually stack up their own business for their own benefit, okay? So right now, I was on a podcast talking about Bitcoin and so forth. So everybody is reaching out, trying to find out, how does this work and how do they get involved? So one, you can either buy and hold Bitcoin, or you can mine Bitcoin. Somebody actually said, isn't that too complicated? Well, it is, but it doesn't really have to be, right? I have no idea how much electricity voltage is running through this house. All I know is that when I want to boil the water will boil. I just switch a button. When I want the lights on, I just switch a button, right? All I want is for it to work, right? So in relation to the Bitcoin mining story, I don't own a Bitcoin mine. I never have, probably never will. I don't know. But I do rent out computing power from guys who own a Bitcoin mine, right? So they're running a Bitcoin mine. It is profitable. It is successful. They've done this thing for years. So all I say is that, okay, look, I want to rent space, and this is the offering that they have. I want to rent space, sort of computing power, for the next 4 years. We agree on the terms. $500 package, $10,000 package, $1,000 package, doesn't really matter. So, and then I know from that, I know that this is the cost of electricity, this is the computing power that I'm getting. Therefore, I can even use third-party sites to check how much Bitcoins can I possibly generate with that particular package, right? With that particular rental agreement, right? So that's how I do. That's what I do. That's what I've done since 2016. So yeah, that's how I basically collect Bitcoins on a day-to-day basis. I simply rent out computing power from guys who are proficient, who are running their stuff. I don't have to worry about breakdowns, with the equipment, any outages. They sort all that out. All I care about is that every single day I'm collecting my share of the Bitcoins that are mined. I'm putting it in my own private wallet, and that's how I collect Bitcoin. So if you are more interested to find out how that works, I'm more than willing to hook you up with these guys, as it is a members only club. Even if I were to give you their website, they won't be able to assist you unless you've got somebody on the inside who's already part and parcel of the deal, who can then also hook you up, right? So if that's something that you want to know how it works, hit me up and I'll hook you up. Cheers.